About a month ago, I compared the price of well over 100 items between the newly built Costco in Westgate, Auckland, with its nearest supermarket competitor, Pak N Save. Since posting, I've received countless requests for other items to compare. In this video, I'll be doing just that and expanding the analysis out to other stocked items, including TVs, clothing, vitamins, and other foods such as gluten-free and organic items. If you like this type of content and want to see more videos around personal finance, please make sure to subscribe to my channel down below. So as I mentioned, it has been about a month since I posted my first two videos looking into pricing at Costco. The store has been open now for about a month, and I've had a few observations around the store that I think everyone visiting Costco should be aware of. The first thing is that the crowds are probably 60 to 70% of what they were in the opening week. The queue to get in has certainly eased, and especially on weekdays when you can just walk straight in. The food court continues to be incredibly busy, and if you see a queue for the ordering machines, you should expect to wait at least 15 to 20 minutes, depending of course on how much you've purchased. Walking around with a trolley seems to be very difficult on weekends, and if you don't plan on doing a large shop, you might be better off using spare boxes around the store to carry just a few items. Second is that the traffic around Westgate continues to be an issue. I don't think the area was ready for the kinds of traffic that Costco has attracted, and the best option is probably to park along some of the side streets branching off from Fred Taylor Drive, as Gunton Drive and Markey Street are still very chaotic. Third is that if you go to Costco for specific items, you may leave disappointed. On opening week, there was a huge variety of items on offer, especially in the bakery section. When I go in now, I have found that the range has really shrunk down. And lastly, there are far fewer instant rebates on offer, meaning it is more important now than at opening to do these price comparisons to make sure you're actually getting a good deal. So to summarize, it remains very busy even a month after opening. Parking on the side streets will be easiest to avoid the traffic. They aren't as reliable as, say, a supermarket for stocking some items, and still, it remains incredibly difficult to get cell phone reception in and around Westgate due to the sheer volume of people in the area. Now let's continue with our price comparisons. I've received a range of requests, all of which I've tried to cover in this video. These include nuts, dried fruits, electronics, vitamins, seafood, veggies such as spinach and beans, Hershey's chocolate, herbs and spices, dog food, Levi's, gluten-free and vegan food. So I'll start with some of the food items and round out the video with the non-food stuff. Kicking things off, we have Telegraph cucumbers, which are much cheaper actually at Pak N Save by $2.78 for two. Courgettes, however, are 50 cents cheaper per kilo over at Costco. Capsicums by about $1 for 6, spinach by 36 cents per 100 grams, and lastly, button mushrooms by a very slight 2 cents per 100 grams. Some of you also wanted to see the cost of fish, so here is a selection that I could find. First up is terakihi, which comes in $4 lower at Costco per kilo. Snapper too is cheaper by $3 a kilo, and monkfish by $6 a kilo. Salmon was difficult to compare, as when I went into Costco, they only had the skinless fillets. While at Pak N Save, the salmon with skin is $44 per kilo, the skinless stuff at Costco is $50 per kilo. And finally, we have cooked prawns without tails, with Pak N Save actually cheaper than Costco by $2.18 per 500 grams. The next food item that was frequently requested was dried fruits and nuts. At Costco, organic dried apricots are 86 cents lower per 100 grams, organic dried sultanas by 73 cents, and organic prunes by $1.29 per 100 grams. Ocean Spray reduced sugar craisins are also lower by 50 cents per 100 grams over at Costco. In addition, there are other dried fruits for which I couldn't find an equivalent item currently sold in New Zealand supermarkets, including organic red dates and dried mangoes. Moving over to the nuts, 100 grams of walnuts are 29 cents cheaper at Costco, 63 cents for almonds. However, a Kiwi firm Farm Fresh South sells organic hazelnuts cheaper by 11 cents. And lastly, pine nuts are substantially cheaper, though of course at Costco you need to buy lots of them, coming in $5 lower than Pak N Save per 100 grams. Following on from dried fruit and nuts, you guys also requested that I look at herbs and spices. Starting with peppercorns, Costco comes in lower than Pak N Save by $1.50 per 100 grams. Master Foods Moroccan seasoning is also lower per 100 grams by $1.79. Now looking at Master Foods all-purpose seasoning, at Costco it comes in less than half the price, and it's the same story for ground cinnamon, which is around half the cost. Oregano is 45% cheaper by weight, and cumin is cheaper too by 14%. Adding to the herbs and spices, we also have the Campbell's beef stock, coming in $1.49 lower per litre at Costco. The next section is organic foods, starting with pasta, which is 33 cents cheaper per 500 grams. Quinoa was also a popular request, with the organic product coming in at less than half the cost. They also sell Ube organic vegetables, selling a 400-gram bag of green beans for $3.29, sweet corn for $3.48, and garden peas for $3.29. If you want to shop local for organic product, Naturally Organic also sell these items, though at a slightly higher price due to their smaller size. For those looking for meat alternatives, Costco also sell Beyond Meat patties, which are $4.49 cheaper per 2 patties. Next up are the gluten-free bread options, with gluten-free pizzas coming in lower by about $3. Base is slightly cheaper by 19 cents per 100 grams, and they even sell gluten-free naan, which is something I've not seen before in New Zealand. The next section of comparisons are vitamins and supplements. This is a really difficult section to compare due to the vast difference in the potency and composition of the items. I've adjusted prices to account for the difference in potency to the best of my ability, so do take what I say here with a grain of salt. I've also compared against Chemist Warehouse, which often has the lowest prices in this area. A milk thistle tablet comes in 2 cents cheaper at Costco, once adjusted for the lower potency of their product. This increases to a 7 cents difference in their magnesium and their high potency vitamin C tablets. Chemist Warehouse has the cheaper iron tablets by 40 cents, and another 35 cents for fish oil tablets. Costco comes in 6 cents cheaper for vitamin E tablets, and for lower potency vitamin C tablets by a single cent per tablet. Multivitamins are slightly cheaper at Chemist Warehouse, though for children's ones, Costco is 8 cents cheaper per tablet. Now we'll move into the non-food items, starting with dog and cat food. For the same 14.5 kilo packet of Purina dog chow, Costco is about $15 cheaper. Schmacko straps, however, come in cheaper by $3 for the same 1 kg pack at an online seller here in New Zealand called Shopstraya. If you're used to buying at the warehouse, however, you'll save about $7 by shopping at Costco. Pedigree dog food also comes in cheaper at New World by $1.37 per kilo. The warehouse sells My Dog Food cheaper by 24 cents per 100 grams, showing that the dog food on offer at Costco doesn't appear to be a great deal compared to some of the other options we already have in the market. When we look at cat food, the Dine brand is slightly cheaper per portion at Costco by 22 cents, and by 10 cents for a portion of Whiskas cat food. Next up is speakers, with the Sony HTG 700 soundbar being sold at a minimum of $699 by our largest retailers. Over at Costco, they beat this by roughly $40. On the cheaper HTS 400 soundbar, you'll also save, this time by $13. The JBL 110 portable speakers come in $44 cheaper at Costco too. Costco also sell a range of headphones from Sony, Jabra, and Samsung from what I could see. Looking at the Sony 1000 XM4 headphones, they slip in slightly cheaper by $14 over at Costco. Moving over to TVs, you might want to do your research, as I didn't find Costco to be much cheaper. If you want to find a late model TV, you might just score a deal, but for many late models that can still be found in stores, the pricing isn't generally better. Of the models I compared, the only cheaper option was the Panasonic 75-inch JX600Z TV, which came in $79 cheaper than the price it was listed for at DTR. On the Sony Bravia 65-inch X90K model, Sony, Noel Leeming and the market all came in $2 cheaper. On the BU8000 model from Samsung, the 65-inch option is lower by $1 at a number of other sellers. However, on the 75-inch model, the savings increased to $62 at JB Hi-Fi. So it just goes to show, it pays to always do your research. Now we'll be looking at the Apple products that they have for sale, and fortunately the differences in prices look to more than outweigh the $60 membership cost to join Costco. Let's start with the iPhone 14 Pro. The 128GB version is $49 cheaper than at the Apple Store. The 256GB version by $59 and the 512GB version by $69. Moving over to the iPads, a common accessory is the Apple Pencil. At Costco, you can pick these up for a $49 discount relative to the Apple Store. The 5th generation iPad Air also comes in lower than the Apple Store by $199 for the 64GB version and $249 for the 256GB version. For a 9th generation iPad with 256GB of storage and simple Wi-Fi connectivity, it comes in $149 lower at Costco. And finally, to round out the Apple products, the Apple Watch 41mm comes in $29 lower, and the 45mm option by the same. Next up is the Samsung Galaxy Flip 4 5G phone. The 128GB version comes in $99 lower at Costco, and it's the same too for the 256GB version. Their watch also comes in lower by $19. Following some of the more exciting items, many of you have also asked for the pricing of appliances. Fortunately for us, Costco have some decent savings here, although their range is very limited. A 335 litre top-mounted LG fridge comes in over $200 lower than the same model at Noel Leeming. A Samsung double-door fridge also comes in nearly $200 lower at Costco. And finally, we have an 8kg Midea heat pump dryer, which comes in with a price slightly higher than the equivalent product at Trade Depot. The two final items that I've been asked to compare are Levi Jeans and Hershey's chocolate. The Levi's range is extremely limited, but they currently have in stock men's 505 jeans at a pretty sizable discount, and for women's 711 jeans, they come in at less than half the price of the Levi's online store, at just $66 a pair. And to wrap up this entire video, we have Hershey's Kisses, coming in cheaper per 100 grams by about $1.50. So I hope you enjoyed this comparison video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to subscribe to my channel down below. If I missed anything, please let me know down below, and the next time I go to Costco, I'll make sure to check it for you. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to catching you on the next one. Cheers.